Who are you and what have you done with President Biden? That is the question that a lot of people on the left would like to know right now, because in the past 7 days, we have seen a different man emerge from that White House. We have seen a president that has gone out in the last week, snapped at a reporter who claimed that student loan forgiveness isn't fair, and Biden said, is it fair that all those tax breaks go to the top people, to the wealthiest? Is that fair? Snapping back at him without missing a beat. We saw him in Maryland 2 nights ago, referring to the Trump Republicans out there as semi-fascists. This is a whole new President Biden, let alone, of course, the victory he got this past week with student loan forgiveness, which I support it. I think it should have gone way further than it did, but it's still a good start. Biden is racking up the political victories, and his poll numbers have increased by 6 points to the highest point they have been in 12 months. And most importantly, we're starting to see the anger come out. We're starting to see the passion. That's what has been missing from this administration since day one. And in the last week, it has been like a different man has been coming out of that White House every day. And I love what I have seen. And I want him to keep it up. I don't know that he will, but he needs to. So let me just talk for a moment about what he said in that rally in Maryland. He said, MAGA Republicans are a threat to democracy. It's not just Trump. It's the entire philosophy that underpins the I'm going to say something. It's like semi-fascism. The MAGA Republicans don't just threaten our personal rights and our economic security. They're a threat to our very democracy. They refuse to accept the will of the people. They embrace political violence. They don't believe in democracy. This is why in this moment, those of you who love this country, Democrats, independents, mainstream Republicans, we must be stronger. You and 81 million Americans voted to save our democracy. That's why Donald Trump isn't just a former president. He is a defeated former president. Again, where you been? Like, were you just in a fog for the last 18 months and suddenly you snapped out of it and you said, hold the hell up. I'm going to be tough. I'm going to be that Biden fighter that people saw 12 years ago when he was fighting in that 2008 primary to be the presidential nominee, eventually became the vice presidential nominee and then vice president. That was the Biden that people wanted. And I'm going to say something here that I don't think I've ever said. In the 2008 Democratic primaries at the beginning, the person I wanted, because they were a fighter, and that's what I told everybody, the person I wanted to win that nomination was Joe Biden. I was a Biden supporter in 2008. I did not want him to win the primaries in 2020. That was a different Biden. It was a calm Biden. It was a more centrist Biden. It was a mealy-mouthed, past his prime Biden. In the last week, we saw old school Biden, and old school Biden is a fighter. Old school Biden is passionate. Now, does that mean I agree with everything he did in the past? Absolutely not. Nor do I agree with what any single politician from any party has done throughout their entire career. If you do, then congratulations, you're not a member of a political party, you're a member of a cult of personality. It's okay to disagree with things that they've done, by the way. But with Biden, if he keeps this up, if he remains this fighter that we are seeing in the last 7 days, and I know that's not a long stretch, but if he keeps this up, then I will be very happy with what happens with the rest of this administration and with the Democratic Party moving forward. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel. We also encourage you to like, comment, and share. But again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.